Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a tarot monthly horoscope for Zodiac signs, and that's for you coming from Aquarius, and this is for the month of July 2017. So let me quickly shuffle my Kabbalistic tarot cards, and the first card that I'm going to pull is got to do for your first 15 days of July for you coming from Aquarius. And it's not a very promising card, so let's see why. Let me talk to you about your romance area first. It says that there will be stress in the romance if you already have one. You will have to make some changes to make your romantic partner happy. There will be a tendency to dominate from your romance partner or maybe from you, and there will also be stubbornness. So don't do all these things, and if your romance partner does these things, try to, since you already know and expect it, try not to retaliate. Looking for a new partner, if you do find a romance in the first 15 days of July, it will come with complications. So don't give your heart away too quickly. Wait and see as you get to know this person and even do some research. So I find that you are about 60 to 70% weak in the romance area in the first 15 days. Regarding your marriage, there can be plenty of differences of the emotional kind, of the love kind. Some things are disagreeable. So since you have heard me say that, try to show affection. Try to be showing support and kindness. Okay? There is a tendency of you or your marriage partner being dominating and being stubborn. So if your marriage partner does that, well, you have heard it from me, don't retaliate. Take a step backwards. Take a step back and try to understand the situation and remain calm. Okay? So your first 15 days in marriage are very thorny, and they also show that plans for travel and plans for holidays are not going to materialize, and even if they do, it's not really the first 15 days of July that will bring happiness in that area. General family areas are a bit touchy. Do not provoke children, do not provoke parents or siblings, do not provoke your marriage partner as well. Okay, I'm going to move to your area of career. Now, in your area of career, the first 15 days show that the movements you want will turn negative. So you may be moved from a department to another department you are not very happy, for you coming from Aquarius. And so these movements make you emotionally upset. If you show this upsetness, you will make the situation even worse. Since you already know and can expect this problem, tell yourself that in your career areas, it's better to remain calm. You can have major difficulties with your bosses, and so rather than retaliate, be on the alert. Since you have heard this from me very early, focus on the important things. Focus on where your weakness is in your career. Don't allow the mistakes to be made. So you need to be attentive and work hard, and that way you can then lessen this trouble that may come from your bosses. Okay? Now, if you're looking for a new job, this is not the first 15 days to apply, and even if you do apply, either the good news will not come or delays will come. Regarding business, if you are in business, you will have to make many changes you don't like, number one. You are going to be very upset emotionally. You are going to find that what you try to do may be beyond your capabilities. So you may be planning or thinking too big, or go chasing after a contract which may be too difficult for you to manage later. So try not to fall into this trap. Better to consolidate and look after what you have in hand, rather than to be adventurous in wanting to invest in something new or wanting to go after a new line of business. Business partnerships can also become disagreeable, or the people you do business with, there can be some dissatisfaction. General finances are not very steady. They are not at a breakdown point, but they are at the point where you are emotionally very troubled, and therefore you are worrying a lot about the financial situation. So don't plan your money to be put out again in terms of investing, or in terms of lending, or in terms of wanting to go into new areas of business. Stay put, play safe. General financial situations are weak, so you cannot afford to take financial risks. Okay. Regarding your health in the first 15 days, my worry is that if you are a woman listening to me, your gynecological areas are under stress. The womb, the breast, and the ovaries. So if you see symptoms, or if you feel them, or if you have not been for such an medical examination for some time, go and do that. Secondly, the stomach area for men and women is going to be a very sensitive area. And thirdly, your spinal area of your lower spine is going to also give you some problems. So be attentive to these things. Later on in the program, I'm going to give you your good ages, and I'm going to give you your good dates for July as well. So don't go away. The second card I pull will be for the last 15 days of July. And your last 15 days of July for you coming from Aquarius worsen. Well, take this as advice, take this as a guide. Now, what do I see in the last 15 days in your romance area? I see plenty of arrogance and ego play, and so make sure it doesn't come from you. If it comes from your romance partner, and if you value your romance, try not to retaliate, or the danger of it breaking down will be very quick. Also, if you're looking for a new romance, you may be behaving like a perfectionist, wanting the most beautiful person, the most glamorous person, the most successful person. And so when you make approaches like this, you are going to be disappointed. Doesn't mean lower your standards, but with the people who show interest in you in romance possibilities, try to improve your tolerance for them. They may be good enough, okay? But I would say that if you have to be careful if a romance comes your way in the last 15 days, because it can come with plenty of complications. If you are married, then your marriage area is going to be very touchy, and you will feel a sense of being let down because the support from your marriage partner may not come in the last 15 days. There's a lot of ego play here among the marriage partners as well. And so if you're listening, it's you who's listening to me. So don't want to be arrogant. Want to improve tolerance for your marriage partner. Want to be agreeable. Want to be a good partner in the sense to show kindness as well in your marriage area. If your marriage partner acts up in all these negative areas, then you have to take a step back. If you retaliate, it's going to go out of hand, and there are going to be serious implications in the last 15 days of your marriage. Regarding general family areas, which includes parents and siblings, brothers and sisters, my advice is do not allow them to come near into interfering to your romance or into your marriage area, because they will only worsen things. Okay. Let me move to your area of career. Some bad news can really come in your job area. Either you lose status, or you attract blame, and therefore you are not looked upon well by your colleagues or by your superiors. Or it could be that you may be put in a position, a new position, where you're going to feel a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety. The burdens are created, and so one way or another in your career, the last 15 days bring plenty of stress, plenty of unhappiness. Don't retaliate. The information I get here is even depression can be seen. Don't retaliate in the last 15 days. Otherwise, you'll have a clash in your career areas with your bosses as well. Regarding business, it's a time where the competition can beat you easily. And even if you do manage to attract a new business line, I would worry, because it'll come with plenty of complications and plenty of demands made upon you. So should you perhaps think twice of adventuring into a new line of business, or getting new business partners, or attracting new business contracts? It would be wrong to say don't, but if you must, do a lot of research in all these areas first before you dive into the excitement that's seen, but which is negative. Okay. Also in your business area, the other thing I worry is unexpected setbacks are also seen, which can be linked to finances. All right, so you have to hold on to your finances rather than risk them into new ventures. General finances are weak. It shows the situation is very slow. Even if you go to see your bank manager, and I'm not going to say don't, but don't be too expectant. So you have to rely on your own resources in the last 15 days to survive. Regarding your health in the last 15 days, my first worry is that your allergies are going to get out of hand. You see, the mind is linked to your physical self, to your emotional self, to your mental self. And when any of these things start to disturb you from Aquarius, your allergies start to act up very fast, and they lower your immunity, and you get your coughs and your colds and your all kinds of issues coming to trouble you as well. So look after these allergies very carefully. My other worry is of backaches. You're going to attract backaches to your lower spine, and that could be maybe working long hours, or stress comes in some way and it affects your lower back as well. Now I'm going to talk to you about your good ages and your good dates in the month of July. Even in the worst of months, still some good ages are going to do very well. So if you happen to be the ages of, let me see, 17 or 26, use postcards, 17 or 26, or 35 or 44 or 53 or 62 or 71 or even 80, then you're going to beat the odds somehow and become quite lucky in all areas of your life, and will manage the situation much better than other people. But if you are not of these ages which are mentioned, don't panic. You just have to listen to my advice more carefully. Take day by day the month of July, and you'll be able to control difficulties which are waiting to happen in all areas of your life. I'm also going to give you now your good dates. In even the worst of a month, there will be some dates that are waiting to help you. The alignment will be good. And so these dates I like for you in the month of July to produce plenty of support in all areas of your life are the 5th, the 14th and the 23rd. On the 5th, 14th and 23rd, morning, noon and night, opportunities await you. Help and support awaits you. Good luck awaits you. So project your ideas, ask favors, communicate on the 5th, 14th and 23rd, and you're going to attract plenty of support or good luck in one way or another. Okay. Now I'm already Skyping, and I'm charging USD 50 for a 90-minute Skype session with me, and this will be based on your date of birth and time of birth, and looking at your palms while we Skype, looking at your face. There's a thing called face reading, and also if you want me to use tarot cards, I will use them as well in the 90 minutes, and I will be very accurate and concentrate for your next 5 or 6 years in all areas of your life. So go to Facebook and follow me, and through Facebook communicate with me, make a date to Skype, or go to Skype itself and leave me a message, and I'll be able to then communicate with you. Until then, thank you and good luck.